Ladies and gentlemen, there's excitement in Halton Arena. The Charlotte 49ers are first in the American Athletic Conference with a record of 13-9 on the season. The month of January was stellar for the 49ers, finishing 7-1 and ending the month on a 4-game win streak. For the first time since the 2023-24 season, Aaron Fearne has coached the team to first place in the conference. For most fans of the sport, it's unlikely you've even been paying attention to the 49ers. So let's talk about the hottest team in the American Conference. The Charlotte roster is unique in many ways. It is made up of 16 players, 8 of whom are transfers, 4 returnees, and 4 true freshmen. This is also a very international group, with 8 players coming from outside of the United States. Fearne's overseas coaching background also shows up in the roster. Charlotte has leaned heavily into international players, and it's hard not to notice how comfortable this group looks when playing in Aaron Fearne's system. The most obscure background belongs to center Anton Bonke from Vanuatu. Bonke began playing basketball at the age of 16, the same age you can get a driver's license in America. But before that, he was a competitive rower. Now, he is one of the main options on this Charlotte team. So let's talk about the heavy hitters of Aaron Fearne's 49ers. Starting with sophomore guard Ben Bradford. He is one of 4 returnees and currently averages 13.5 points per game, which leads the team in scoring. He supplements that by averaging 3 rebounds and 1.7 assists, with just over a steal per game. The unsung glue guy until recently has been Dezayne Mingo. The Canadian senior guard previously played at Marshall and is one of the most well-rounded players on the roster. He averages 11.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, and leads the team with 4.5 assists per game. Over the previous 5, he is averaging 15.4 points per game. Going back to Anton Bonke, the junior center who transferred from Providence has been stellar recently. He is averaging 11 points and 8 rebounds on the season while shooting 58.8% from the field. He also leads the team in blocks, averaging about 1.5 per game. There are other contributors as well, like Damoni Harrison, who's averaging 9.3 points per game and just under 19 minutes per game, along with Arden Conyers and others who help round out this group. What stands out is how a roster filled with internationals and transfers has come together to push Charlotte to first in the American. As mentioned earlier, the team went 7-1 in January. That stretch included an overtime win against Wichita State, followed by conference wins against UTSA, Rice, and East Carolina. The only loss of the month came against Tulsa, who remain a real threat to Charlotte in the race for first place. There is still everything to play for over the next month and a half, with matchups against Tulsa, Florida Atlantic, and South Florida set to close out the regular season. Let's look briefly at KenPom Analytics, and we see that Charlotte ranks 168th nationally. The numbers show a tempo rating of 62.9, which is one of the slowest in the country. The team averages 74.6 points per game, which helps paint the picture of how these games are being managed. Aaron Fearne loves a slow system, and that's why we are ranked 354th in the nation in terms of tempo. Charlotte also shoots 46.3% from the field and 36.2% from 3, with that 3-point percentage ranking among the better marks nationally. If Fearne continues to play at a slower, controlled tempo, the 49ers will give themselves a real chance down the stretch. Despite limited coverage of Charlotte basketball, I hope you learned something new about who this team is and how they're winning games. If you enjoyed, let me know in the comments and maybe I'll make more content about the Charlotte 49ers basketball team sometime soon. Thank you for watching, and go Niners!